Hello. In this video I will show you how you can take a look at your own brain activity with a device called NeuroSky MindWave Mobile. It is a headband which you can put on your head. It has a single metallic sensor right here that goes on your forehead and it reads your brainwave activity. The device outputs a raw brainwave form, which I display with this app that I'm publishing on the App Store. This is an iPhone, and the headband sends information to the iPhone via Bluetooth. Let me put the headband on and show you how it works. I turn on the headband, and it connects to the iPhone. This Bluetooth symbol lights up. At this point I can put the headband on my head, like this. I clip this clip to my ear and adjust the metallic sensor to be flat against my forehead. So the headband is ready to go and I can start the app. The app begins to receive data from a headband, but before it can do anything useful, it needs to set up a good connection. For this purpose, there is a connection status icon. So as I wiggle this headband on my head, check a clip connection, I'm trying to get this connection symbol to turn green and have a circle in the middle of it. This process takes a little bit of time, but once the headband detects that the connection is good, you're good to go. As you can see with this symbol, the app signals that the connection has been established and it is the best connection that you can hope for. At this point you can look at the brainwave activity. This is a top graph. The top graph displays about 200 data points per second. Once I adjust this headband so it is well positioned on the head, I would be able to talk without breaking the connection. So this is my brainwaves. The orange line in the middle is a raw signal that the device outputs. Above it is a filter. Filter shows you the overall pattern of what the brainwave does. This is the average of the brainwave. And the score below is a brain activity index, as I like to call it. As I relax, you will notice that the score will fall to the lowest level. Headband requires quite a lot of adjusting in this case. Maybe because I talk. So as I relax, the score is at the lowest level. But as I start to talk, move, blink, the score will keep increasing in response to my brain activity. For example, you will notice that as I pick words that I want to use and I use my facial muscles, This headband picks up all kinds of electrical signal from my forehead and it displays it on this graph. The sine line responds to changes in this signal. On the graph below is a 90 seconds summary of what was going on above. Each one of those red vertical lines represents 10 seconds. And with this blue line I can see how my brain activity has changed over the last 90 seconds. So you'll notice as I was speaking to you and I was adjusting the headband, this was pretty high. But if I will relax for 10 seconds or so, you'll notice that my brain activity will start to fall to the lowest level on this graph. But as I start to speak again, this would start to pick up again. So this is the 10 seconds when I was quiet, and now I'm starting to talk again, and the brain activity, as indicated by this line, increases, and this is what this score represents. With these vertical lines, 10-second marks, and this graph, you can see how your brain has responded to changes in activity. For example, you have been sitting quietly and somebody engages you in a conversation, you will notice that your brain activity will change, even if you do not say anything. The blinks counter over here represents each blink that has been detected by the device over the last 90 seconds. Device has a little bit of a difficulty distinguishing between blinks and talking. So for example, let me demonstrate what happens when I blink intentionally. You will notice that there is a spike, and these spikes are represented here with a spike in a yellow line. This is a blink detection. So I have just blinked, and this is where it is detected. So this is a very simple consumer-grade electroencephalograph reading using MindWave Mobile headband. One thing that I did not show you yet is that typically this kind of EEG analysis requires you to look at the screen all the time. So to notice blinks, I would be looking here. I would look at increases in the blue line, or I would look at the level of the blue line. What I have done is added audio. So now the device plays sound. As the blue line increases, the pitch of the sound changes. So now I can hear what happens in my brain without having to look at the screen. This means I can engage in completely natural activity without having to look at the screen. As I relax, pitch is low, high, low, but as I speak, the pitch increases. If I tense my facial muscles, for example, if I smile, the pitch will consistently stay higher. So this is another way you can look at your brain activity. You can actually hear it as you engage in different activity and see what happens. So with this graph you can look at 90 seconds history. With this graph you can look at instantaneous changes in brain activity, and you can hear. In this demo, connection status was changing because the headband was not perfectly positioned. Usually I have much better connection for much longer periods of time, and I can actually talk with this headband on, but in this demo it kept switching back and forth. So once I stop this, I can take screenshots of what's going on this screen using the home button and the power button on the device. If I press them both at the same time, I now have a picture of this in my photo gallery on my app, and I can email it, I can share it, I can look at it later and compare it maybe with myself or with other people who use a headband. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. You have some interest in looking at your brainwaves with NeuroSky MindWave Mobile headband. Thank you for watching.